Dubs. Finally. Oh, it feels so good to be Pittsburgh. And the reason I say that is because they smacked us a couple years ago in the playoffs. When we had Eric Stahl on our team. That was like 2 years ago now, I think. So it feels nice. It feels nice to beat Pittsburgh. Especially in a game, like the way the game was played. I can't position my phone tonight. Especially the way the game was played tonight. It was a good physical freaking hockey game. It wasn't boring. There was barely any mundane moments. This was a fun hockey game to watch. This felt like I was watching hockey in the way hockey's supposed to be played. Physical, scoring, end-to-end action. It was nonstop. I think it was Pierre McGuire that said this would be a phenomenal playoff game. It would be. If this was a playoff game, this is an entertaining playoff game. You know, it was like playoff hockey. It was freaking awesome. Let's get into the individual stats of this game. People might say otherwise, but I think Ondrej Pavelec played very well today. Oh, God. It's late. Even strength shots, he made 35 out of 37 saves on even strength. He gave a power play goal. Well, that's going to happen when you take 6 penalties and go up against the 4th best power play in the NHL. Made 41 saves, had a 93 save percentage. That is big for Ondrej Pavelec, a guy that seemingly couldn't stop shit to start the season. All right, take a look at the individual stats. Only 11 giveaways tonight against Pittsburgh. That is huge. Again, we could be having less giveaways per game, but listen. Play against a team like Pittsburgh, you're bound to have giveaways. And the fact that we're able to minimize those is awesome. The giveaways, Miller had 2, Foss had 1, VC had 1, Carey had 1, Zook had 1, Nash had 2, McDonough only had 1. Miller had an assist. Hayes was a -2. Foss had a goal, which was, oh my God, I gotta feel so good for Foss every time he scores, man. What a tank. Kreider had an assist. Nieves had his first freaking career goal. It's about time. I said it to my dad before the game started that Nieves was going to score his first career goal tonight. I just had a feeling he's been due. VC was -1. Carey had a helper. You know, I'm starting to take back my opinions on Carey. I think he's playing very well lately. I would rather see a younger player up here, but we're winning. Zuccarello had 2 points, goal and assist. Grabner nothing. Desharnais had an assist, his 10th of the year. He's got 10 assists. Desharnais ain't doing terrible after all. Nash was a -2. Book had that nice goal. He did it on purpose. No, I'm kidding. I love Buchnevich. Shaddy had a helper. Smith had a helper. Shea had a helper. Holden and McDonough -1. Stoll, Shaddy +2. Smith +2. I don't care what anybody says about Mark Stoll. He's been one of the Rangers' best defenders this season. Mark Stoll's really been one of our better players. I love the way Mark Stoll's playing this year. He's almost playing as good as he used to. He logged 19 minutes and 38 seconds tonight. Led the team in penalty kill minutes with 3 minutes and 2 seconds when the Rangers were shorthanded. He's just been a beast. He's just been an absolute beast. Brendan Smith did not get a single minute of penalty kill time. That speaks volumes. Yeah, I really don't care what anybody says. Mark Stoll has been awesome this year. Let's take a look at Mark Stoll's stats for a second. He was a +2 tonight. Did they count tonight's game? They haven't even accounted for tonight's game. So far this season, he's going to be a +2 after this game. He's going to be even. He's got 5 points in 26 games. Yeah. Only 2 penalty minutes. He's had an awesome year. An absolutely awesome year. How can you complain about this guy the way he's been playing this season compared to last year? And even last year, he wasn't even that terrible. Last year, he was a +9. And he had 10 points. So, you know, I don't know what the hate on Stoll is that carried over to this year. I think Mark Stoll's been one of our better players. I don't know why people hate him so much. Just because his contract, just because he gets paid a lot, that's not his fault. That's freaking Sather's fault for paying him that much instead of trading him away for Taylor Hall, because that was a thing. You know, it's not Mark Stoll's fault he makes that much money. And he's playing well this season, so I wish people would cut the shit. Get off their high horses. You know, Mark Stoll's played very well this season. There is no room for critique on him this year. Absolutely no room. Strong games out of everybody tonight. Nobody looked bad tonight. Smith and Holden had a couple iffy moments, but nobody looked bad. You know, as a team, we look pretty good. I gotta stop. I have to stop working or something. I'm working a lot and going to school. Final week, baby. Yeah. Granted, we beat a backup goalie tonight, so we shouldn't get too crazy, but we did win the game, I suppose. It was a backup goalie versus a backup goalie in the end. Yeah. That's about all I got to say. Rangers reviews are back. Again, I know I'm on and off with I'm hot and cold with this. It's hard. It's hard, especially since I don't want to do a Rangers reviews, especially. I don't want to review a game that I didn't get to watch the entirety of the game of. Ranger games start at 7. I usually don't get off work until like 8 or 9 o'clock. I just so happen to have an early night tonight. So I don't like reviewing games I haven't fully watched because I feel like it's not fair. I'm giving analysis on a game I watched 2/3 of or a third of. Like, that's not fair. You know, I want to be able to dissect every game reasonably. And, yeah. Great game tonight. And we play Friday night. I think we're still at MSG. Who do we play Friday night? I'm usually good at guessing who we play, but I just don't feel like guessing right now. Oh, God. Jesus. It's only like 11 o'clock. Why am I so tired? It's 10:15. We're in Washington on Friday night. Then we play the Devils at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Stars at 11 on Monday. And Tuesday, I will not be around, but we don't play. We play on... I will not have reviews out. Ottawa, I won't have a review for. LA, Boston, or Anaheim. If any of those games go to overtime, or there is... I most likely won't have videos after that game. I will not be in North Carolina. I will not be home during that time. So you might not get reviews or overtime reactions. But we'll see. You never know. We'll see. We'll see how my caretakers for that week / I guess would it be? Yeah, I guess it would be caretakers. They own the house, not me. So we'll see. I'll be gone for a week. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what you thought about this game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.